Tell me the battery's dead too. Oh, let's see here. Oh, it's not locked, so that's good. Hey, it's that guy. Oh boy. Got a siren in this one. I bet you this here's a rubber duck. 2012 Chevrolet. Or a GMC. Wow, we got lots of wiring under here. And wire nuts. And boy. Evidently the engine light, wow, we got a lot of wires run through some hinges. That should be good. I'm betting they ain't got no fuses on them. I am told the money light is on. And it runs cruddy. And they shot some parts at it. And it still runs poorly. It is up to us to see if we can't figure out what is going on. So I'll get her loaded up in here. Oops, it is not a car. It is a GMC truck, actually. Let's see if this thing has the VIN on it. It does, and it is a P0172 VIN 2. It is a Sierra. And we want the 8th VIN now. I want to see the A. Ah, it's a big 4.8 L20. Does it have a manual transfer case? Nope. So we'll see what code's in it. Engine control module, DTC display. I haven't started it yet, but probably ought to turn the key on. It had chilly out this morning. I think the whole whopping 40-some degrees. Oh, we got 4 codes. Fuel trim system rich bank 1. Delayed response lean to rich bank 1 sensor 1. Fuel trim system rich bank 2. Delayed response from lean to rich bank 2 sensor 1. Wow, lots of codes. Seems like it's running rich. So that's probably not going to be a problem on this old Chevrolet. I think we're probably done. We're going to go into data. I think this thing is probably a flex fuel. So we were going to go into, get it up here for you, fuel system data. So hopefully we can get up here. We'll see. I might be wrong. Nope, I'm not. Fuel alcohol content, 80%. What? So this thing thinks it's in flexi mode. It thinks it has an 80% alcohol content, and it takes a lot more alcohol to cook than it does gasoline. What does ethanol run at? 9-to-1 air-fuel ratio instead of 14.7-to-1 air-fuel ratio? So, let's, before we get all excited and start hitting fuel composition reset, let's find some fuel trimmies. Oops, oops, oops. It's too early. Let's see. I think we're going to go under fuel trim data, and we'll see where our fuel trim is at. We won't even have to pull this one inside. So look at our long-term fuel trim, -30. Wow. We'll fire it up here. She don't even want to start because she's got no fuel. Come on, Chevy. Oh, one more try. We'll give her one more try. I want to crank her a couple times before I give her some beans there. She's running like poo. Alright. Well, I tell you what, let's not even mess around here. I think we've already done a video on this. I may not even publish this one. We're gonna go. You want to go down to your special function. We're gonna go to special functions. I hope you guys can see, and then fuel system, and then we're going to go to fuel composition reset. You can do this with a lot of generic scan tools also. And then we're going to hit enter to continue. And then it's going to do some things here. I can't see. Okay. We're at 80%, and then we're going to hit reset. Hopefully you guys can see. What did it do? we're back to 3%. Now I'm assuming he doesn't have ethanol in this because we can't buy E85 around here anywheres. And I know where this feller's from. Oh, now she starts nice. Alright, we're going to back out. I have to turn on some defrost and let her get the mirrors cooked off here, and then we'll take it for a toot. And I know we didn't drive it before, but I'm not really going to waste my time. We're going to go back into, I'm going to get some fuel trim data up. And we saw that when we started, our fuel trim was minus 30. We're going to look at it now. It should probably be getting better. It's going to start kind of trimming and fixing, and then we're going to take it for a ride, and I'm going to see where my long-term trend ends up. We may still have some other issues, but we'll find out. And I'll show you guys before I park it and call the customer. Well, we're waiting for the whole warm-up deal here. I'm going to check. I can't remember if these things had a... I didn't even think they made the 4.8 in a flex fuel. I thought it was just the 5.3 in these Chevrolets. I don't keep track of much of that stuff, but because usually I'm wrong. I'm going to look on the computer here to see if they have a service bulletin and programming update for this. For some reason I thought they did, but like I said, I've been wrong before. But it's always best to double check. You know, a customer comes in with this complaint, you fix it at a push of a button. Our fuel trims look good, about -3 right now, so of course it is still cold. If I find a bulletin here, we'll see if we can't get a programming out of this too. I really want to turn on this iron. Let's see, any cars coming? Keep going. Nope, don't see any. Change engine oil. That would not be a bad idea. Especially if he's been running this thing around, puking its guts out as far as fuel. I see it says change oil, service tire monitor, all that stuff that Chevrolets typically say in the dash. But like I say, it wouldn't be a bad idea. You get a car, comes in like this. If it's been like this for a while, change the oil. Because I'm sure it's pretty diluted, and that will screw up your fuel trims also. So it wouldn't surprise me to see some slightly negative fuel trims when this is over. Say maybe minus, 6 or 7. Because that's going to be pulling in fuel vapors, crankcase vapors through the PCV system. So. But right now they're holding pretty good. Our long term is at -5. Well, we're done. So there we have it, folks. Quick, easy fix. Our fuel trims are going to end up around about a -6 to -8. Kind of bounce around a little bit. Nothing I'm super concerned with, especially if it is due for a service. I would get that taken care of. Certainly nothing that's going to trip a light. Better than -30, I say. I know they were screwing around with the mass airflow and some other stuff they shot at it, so yeah, like right now our mass airflow is over-reporting, so it's reporting 6 grams a second at idle. This truck should be about 5 and a quarter. Oh yeah, airflow calculated 5 and a quarter. So, so it is over-reporting. They probably got a junk Chinese Dorman one on there or something. So I'll see if he has the original mass airflow, put that back on there, and then do an oil change, and should be good to go. That's it. You get these Chevrolets in, and they're running rich, and they're flex fuel. go in, look at your alcohol compensation sensor, see where it's at. This one's at 80%. Remember, it takes a lot more ethanol than it does gasoline, so if the truck thinks it's full of alcohol, it just keeps putting it in there, and that's why alcohol is dangerous, people. So this will be a lesson to you. I don't know, a smooth transition. Go on down, click subscribe, ring the bell, do all that you do. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.